Well, let's talk about row crops and let's talk about corn, the biggest crop we've got. And yesterday was a banner day. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm getting out over my skis here. It was a decent day. We were higher. We made a 1 month high and a 1 month high settle. But today we're met with, giving it all back. These markets are trading heavy, and we had some hot and dry forecasts come through, or at least the forecast got hotter and drier. But we talked about this yesterday on a couple of conference calls, and sometimes after all the rain and the moisture we've seen, that's not a bad thing, right? That's not a bad, or it can be a good thing, but it doesn't always have to be a negative. And so the market really rallied on the fact that there might be hot and dry, but I think that sometimes you have to take the market in totality and think that sometimes the market does need some hot and dry weather after all the precipitation we've gotten, and I think the market's waking up to that. And I also think that with that hot, dry forecast, we got a little bit of the fund covering. We were going into yesterday, they were short 225,000 contracts. I know they bought some back yesterday. We just don't know exactly how much yet. But they're still over 200,000 contracts short, so that's still not insignificant. And that's going to be something, again, if you are a bull, you have to cling to that, because that really probably could be the match that ignites this market higher. Because even though we did get a surprise with a little bit of hotter and drier weather yesterday, the market really didn't as in one would say take off on you. It did definitely trade it higher. We got to some technical points, but we've kind of failed at that right now. So keep that in mind. We've given back yesterday, and we've failed on some technical levels. So that's not good either. So another thing I would like everybody to keep in mind is we just went through a 95-cent slide for 2020 corn, and we've seen a nice 22-cent bounce back off the low, which was at 309, and that's great. But between April 21st and April 23rd, we saw 309 to a high tick of 331. We need to see some follow-through buying after that move yesterday, and it's not happening today. So a lot of numbers there that might kind of confuse you, but we've seen this before, and in order to sustain this nice technical bounce we've seen, and we've gotten some help from the weatherman, we're going to need to see probably some more fund covering. That's going to really be what really kind of sustains this market, and they haven't shown up as of yet today. Something to keep in mind. So I guess if you're a producer, Mother Nature gave you a little bit of a jolt, and you got some support yesterday from some of the funds covering. But you're going to need to feed the bull every day, as they say, and we didn't get anything really to feed the bull today, and that's why things have kind of backed off a little bit here. So the market's taken yesterday's weather report and seen what it might do to the crop, having had all the moisture that's had, and there isn't as much fear out there, and that's why the market's doing what it's doing. So keep that all in mind. We'll see what the weather is over the weekend and going into next week. We'll see if we can get these funds to get scared out and maybe give this market a jolt to the upside. And if that happens, keep that powder dry, because you're going to need to take advantage of it. That's it for me. I hope you have a good weekend.